Okay.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do this question. It says you are given a string S containing lowercase letters, and then you're gonna do a duplicate removal of adjacent letters that are equal. So I'll type in some that. So pretty much you're given a string of letters, and if you have two letters next to each other, like AA or BB, then both those letters will get removed, and then you'll return the string with those removed and like how it was before. So I'll send that. And I'll do a example. I'll also put that in.
Okay. Yeah. And if you can, please write it down on the document.
Oh yeah, okay, let me type this.
Yeah. All right. So there are different ways that I can approach this adjacent letters. Are the letters like in order, like decreasing or increasing order? Like I forget.
I don't think it matters.
Doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
Return the final string after all. Oh, it's a okay. It's a string. So I'm guessing I can go through every character. All right. So one way that I am thinking of that I can approach this problem is having a double nested for loop. That might not be the best solution since it takes a lot of time. It's ON.
Mm-hmm.
There's obviously the other way. Yeah, that would take a lot of time. I'm trying to think of a solution that's O of n, or yeah, O of n, because the nested for loop is O of n to the second power.
Mm-hmm.
So I could go to the first one. So reflected first. Oops. Actually, yeah, I only need one loop because I'll take A, and if the following one is not equal to A, then it's not adjacent. Then I move to B. If the next one it's not the same, then it's not adjacent, and so on. So it would be O of n. So I would have a for loop int I equal to 0. As long as I is less than the length of the string.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I will access the first character in the string, and I will say if first character is equal to S I plus 1, then I have to remove it, right? Then I will remove those two characters, so I would have to bring way to remove that would be um, for now, let's just say remove as and then I will repeat this. All right, so I mean, am I doing it correctly?
That's not how I actually did it. I'm trying to like see. It seems like similar. Wait. So the way I thought about it, and I like saw that you could do it, and what I found the easiest was using a string as a stack you can use, and then like using those operations, such as like push back or pop back, using that instead of having to actually use like the variables of I.
Okay, so let's use a stack then. So I mean, I would have to push then the string into the stack.
Are well, you could do it with the stack, or you could, like I saw you could do it also without a stack and just using a string, and then you could use those string operations, which are pretty much like similar to stack operations, which like is the push underscore front, push underscore back, like that stuff. And so instead of doing like the SI or like the SI plus one, you could like push the first character to the string, and then you could iterate from I equals 1 to the length of the string, and then compare that valuable or that value to the like back value of the string. So you would say if SI equals like string dot back instead of saying equals I plus 1, because you would have just pushed the first variable to that, and then after that then you can just go through them and like push or pop them depending on if they're equal or not.
Okay, so if I'm understanding right, you mean take the first character of the stack, which will be this one, A,
Mm-hmm.
and then get the next one, compare them.
Or so you would first create I guess create a string variable that would just be like the new string that you would return as the answer,
I mean,
and then yes,
can
and
I
then
have
take that.
stacks?
What are you saying?
Can I have two stacks? Because I could have two stacks, push the string into one stack, compare each value, and if they're equal, if they're not equal, I push them into the other stack.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's another way. Yep.
So let's say, let's say stack S1. We're using the stack library. So we're gonna do the for loop again to put the values into the stack. And can you hear my voice? I feel like I'm talking a little bit slow. So let's iterate through every character in the string and push it into the first stack. So push back, and then I'll push in I.
Or so yeah, so you don't actually need the back for this since it's not a string variable, you're using stacks. You could just say yeah push.
Yeah, right. And then that would look something like when it's done, the first stack would be something like A, C, A, B, B, A. Okay. And then what I can do is, oh, if, while, S1 is empty, it's not empty.
Mhm.
And if S1 pop, it's now equal to pop. If they're not equal, then S2
Wait, so what do you mean by that? S1 pop not equal to S1 pop?
so I pop, I think I can do that, like pop the first one, pop the second one.
I'm just like confused on like that like it doesn't equal itself. Really?
Did I, when I call the function, when I pop it, does it get rid of the, like, wouldn't it be 8 and then pop it again and see?
And I'm honestly not sure, but I haven't seen it written like that. That could be I haven't seen it written with like the pop before.
Well, I can use pick, I guess then. Pick,
Yeah, or top. Really good.
and then, well, I would. Let's just say 8 A equal S1. Wouldn't this be the same thing?
Okay.
So if they're not equal, then push push A and then push B. Else, just pop. Else, so else if they are equal, then when, so the function pops, does it actually return anything or does it eliminate it? There's a function to delete it?
Yeah, to see the top of it, it's just top instead of pop. And you like
Oh, that's the one. Yeah. Okay, then how would I see the top and then pop? Okay,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
that makes more sense. Okay, so now it has both values. So I don't need the else function because they're already gone.
Mm-hmm.
They're not equal, then I will push them into the new stack. And then I can, this is a lot of for loops, so this might not be the ideal way to,
Mm-hmm.
and I can just, okay, so now we can create a new string. New string is equal to S2 top. So we're adding in the values from the top to the bottom and then popping
Mm-hmm.
as we add them to the new string. This is actually something that I'm also not sure about, if it's possible to
Yeah, I'm not completely sure.
create a new
But
string.
the theory is right though, I feel like. There's definitely a way you can implement that code.
Let me think of another way though, because I feel like this is a lot more work than it should be. And
Mm-hmm.
another more simple way to do this. And you say that I can do it using just one stack.
Yeah, or just one string, and then that was with using like the pushback and the pop back. I can like show you how to do it. I really.
Just give me like one more minute to think about it. So
Mm-hmm.
if I can come up with it.
So let me see how I can explain this. So yeah, it uses one solution uses like just one string and one for loop. And then inside the for loop is an if else statement, which compares the current one to the top or the top of the stack, but in this case it would be the back of the string. So yeah.
So you're telling me that the string is already in the stack?
Well, the string is starts off as nothing, and then once yeah, so it starts off as nothing, and then you push the first letter of this of S onto the new string. And then you start the for loop, you compare the current value, which will start at 1, which will be the second letter, compare that to the first one, and then you just keep doing that. And you compare that to the back of the first string. And the first string will start off as you push the first value, so it's gonna start as A.
So
So the back of the string is gonna be A.
the string starts as nothing.
Mm-hmm.
How is that possible? Isn't the string?
Or you just like you declare a string, so you could say like string new string, and then you push the first value, like push back. You can use that, and it's a function or like a built-in function you can use as part of the string class, and you can say like new string dot push back s0, and then that'll make the first or that'll make the string equal to A, because that's the first value of the new string.
Okay.
And then you do the for loop after that and compare the back of the string to the current value of the for loop.
Okay, but let's say we, for example, the new string. So the new string will contain A, and then we have C, A, B, B, A left, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then in the for loop, we're gonna be comparing A to C.
Yes.
If they're not equal, we add them to a string.
Or, well, yeah. Yeah,
So-
if they're not equal, you push C to the back of the string.
Okay, but let's say then B. Okay, okay, let's say we have A now. They're not equal, so we add A.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have, what if we have, okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking if we have C here again, but then A will be on the way. So now we have B, and then B is equal to the last one, so we don't add it. And,
Correct.
and then we have to get rid of this B as well, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So in order to get rid of this B, what would we do?
Oh, well, technically you never add that B. Or well, wait, never mind. Sorry. You do add that B, my bad. And then you go to the next one, you see that it's equal to B. And then instead of pushing that next value of B to the back of the string, you just immediately pop the last value from the string, which will be that B.
So that means this is not a string, this is a stack.
I mean, well, the way I did it is you can use it, you just declare a string and the string has the operations, like pretty much the same as a stack, like push back. Or well, it's not actually a stack because a stack is the top, and like in a string you can push front and push back. It's like different operations. That's what I found from Leak code, and like I also did it another way with using a stack. That was pretty much the same thing, but then I would just like I did like kind of like what you highlighted here, like similar to that. I don't remember exactly how it was coded. I'd have to find that the way I did it, but I do it. Yeah, no, that line of that code does work doing it like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, but this is
Yeah,
actually easier and
but
more.
yeah, the string is pretty much a stack. Like you can think of it as a stack.
Yeah, I didn't know that I could use the string as a stack. I thought strings didn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that makes more sense. So yeah. Let me go back to, let's see what
That was definitely about 25 minutes.
is. Yeah, we definitely did the 20 minutes of me explaining how I would approach the problem, and then you did give me feedback.
Yeah, okay.
So I
Well, I
think,
mean,
wait, what's it then? What parts can be input and evaluated? What strengths did you observe? Okay. So yeah, they have some questions here that you can like you can talk about, like for example, what strength did you observe about the interviewee related to problem solving?
hmm. Oh, I see. Well, must be used. Okay, I see. I mean, I thought you did like good job asking questions and like trying to find different solutions. Like you didn't just go into one solution, you thought about it, like other potential ones too. And even when you did start going into one solution, you still went back and like thought about doing it a different way, which I thought was good. What else did it say here? Nah, something- I mean, I thought you did pretty good. Have you had like technical interviews before? Like I thought you seemed like you knew what to ask, honestly. Like,
Not really. I only had one technical interview before, and they didn't really give me any problems. Like
mm-hmm.
it was just more like, do you know what a stack, a linked list, a queue is?
That, mm-hmm.
Like theoretical, like explain to them with words what it means, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? I think you told me on Slack that you never.
And I've been like I just recently switched to computer science. I've like been doing aerospace engineering, but like I like this better.
Oh, what year are you?
I'm a fifth year now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So how many years do you have left?
Oh, I'm doing a minor in computer science, not like just
Oh,
not switch major yet.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing a minor too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me look up the question that I'm gonna give. 15. Mine is also